Alright, it's been a while since I've done a reveal video, so I figured I would do one on the reveal of Studio Series 86 Commander Class Optimus Prime. This figure has been both long rumored and desired by fans. Me personally, I wasn't really feeling even just the idea of this figure. You know, we've had plenty of G1 Optimus Primes over the years, and even though I have my issues with it, the Earthrise mold seemed like a pretty good, borderline definitive version, even if I do prefer the Siege figure over the Earthrise figure. But hey, we all know how Hasbro loves to do their repetitive G1 over and over again, so the first we saw of this figure was this random in-hand picture. This is an interesting way to get our first look at it, but there was some mistake with putting the images up on Amazon, and the figure was accidentally revealed. Kind of reminds me of what happened with the Dark of the Moon comic. So, you know, Hasbro and everyone went ahead and just revealed it, put out pre-orders, and yeah. So with the figure, I do think that it looks good on the whole. Granted, I don't think it looks absolutely fantastic. I do think that there are a lot of people out there that are kind of singing its praises a little too early, but it looks solid. You know, there's not much I can really complain about with the truck mode. I do think it looks pretty solid. Maybe a tad boring just because, you know, it's the G1 cab over truck, solid red with the same gray trailer. Hell, for me, I think the coolest thing going on with the truck mode is the fact that it has these effects to recreate Optimus launching into the air in the 86 movie. I think that's very cool. I love this kind of stuff. So yeah, while maybe a bit bland, you know, the truck mode looks fine. Then there's the robot mode, and overall, again, looks fine. He does have a bit more thicker proportions. I kind of feel like he resembles MP10, but in the style of the cartoon design or MP44. So it looks a little weird to me. Not to mention, I'm not sure if it's just me, but he kind of has like this Legends/Core class kind of vibe to him. Like in these product shots, just when I see him, he doesn't look like a big figure to me. I'm not really quite sure if it's a good thing or a bad thing, but that's how he feels to me. He just looks like he's small. But you know, the trailer can open up, it stores the accessories. It has roller, which is neat. Apparently it can hold a deluxe car. Overall, it's a pretty decent set. We even got some behind the scenes stuff with Evan Brooks, Hasbro designer. He says they put some extra articulation so that he can clasp his hands and hit Megatron like in the movie, and to open up his chest and hold it open to reveal the Matrix, which is pretty cool. Granted, pretty much every Optimus comes with a Matrix nowadays, so I guess it's not that special. One interesting thing too is that he's about a head taller than the Earthrise figure, which is pretty cool. So he is going to be a decently big figure, which again still seems a bit weird to me just because he comes off so small. And one thing that is very cool is that the head from the comic book Shockwave figure is compatible with this guy. The only thing is it looks a bit small on him because it's also compatible with the Earthrise mold, and they wanted to keep that transformable, so that's pretty cool. It's neat to have the feature at the very least. Overall, I will admit it does look like a pretty solid set. It may not do a whole lot for me, but I'm sure there's plenty out there that are happy about this. It's just that I still feel like this is a little unnecessary, and it just kind of sucks that Commander Class just got introduced to Studio Series, and the first two figures are just G1 remakes. From what I've heard, Ultra Magnus is an improvement over the underwhelming Siege and Kingdom molds, which is cool and all, but I just feel like between him and Optimus, who is probably gonna be an upgrade over the previous figures, it just kind of sucks that they're just remake figures. Not to mention when you look at the Commander classes of the War for Cybertron trilogy and Legacy and whatnot, overall I feel like they're a lot cooler and more interesting than the Studio Series ones so far. Like, I'll be honest, I don't care how good 86 Prime is, the Commander Magmatron will be the cooler Commander figure of the year. It just kind of sucks that Commander class gets put into Studio Series and Bay characters or even Stratosphere from Rise of the Beast could fit into this class, but yet instantly, oh hey look, more G1. I've gone on about this plenty of times before, but hey, it's still going on. This isn't one that I'm gonna pre-order, but I definitely wouldn't mind keeping my eye on it. I could definitely see myself getting it on a sale at the very least. I'm not sure that it will go on sale. I mean, it is an Optimus Prime figure, plus it's a highly anticipated figure, but you know, with big characters like Optimus, obviously, they do tend to produce more figures of them, so we'll just see how it goes. But tell me, what do you think about SS86 Commander Class Optimus Prime? Do you like him? Are you gonna get him? Like me, do you feel like it's kind of a waste just to do another G1 remake in the Studio Series Commander class? Let me know down in the comments. And before we go, I want to thank my members on Patreon. In the Average Bird tier, there is Schmoptimus Prime, and in my Birds of Prey tier, there is Austin Gillis and Darth Spooby. I appreciate the support for the channel, and I cannot thank you enough. As always, I want to give a big thanks to everyone for watching, and have a good one.